30-year-old single modern woman says, I've never had a boyfriend at 30. At 30. So 30 years of life, let's say 12 of those years, from the 30 have been adult dating years. From 18 to 30, and to have never had a boyfriend. Now that's actually very common. That's actually very common for a lot of modern women. Now that does not mean, she hasn't had encounters, gotten freaky, gotten busy, gotten her back knocked out a few times. Yeah, come on. I mean, that's common as well. But to have never been claimed as a woman in your entire adult life is interesting, isn't it? However, it is understandable as well, isn't it? I mean, there's so much misinformation, programming, and societal nonsense that would have people believe they have to be something by a certain point in time. If not, they failed, or you're a failure. Interestingly enough, in a lot of women's cases, it's not to have never secured the company and pleasure of a man. It's like, no. It's how a lot of them have never secured the title of a man, the title of a boyfriend, the title of a man who claims her and say, yeah, this is my woman, this is my girlfriend, this is my future wife, even. And I mean, sometimes you do wonder, even as a man, like, damn, how must you feel as a woman knowing that there are just so many hungry men in this world, yet none have latched onto you, like a male anglerfish latches onto the female, whatever. None have latched onto you and claimed you. Why?
I am almost 30 years old and I've never had a boyfriend.
Damn.
And I am embarrassed about that. I actually truly am embarrassed about that. I'm kind of in shock I'm even admitting it on the internet right now. But I'm 30 years old and I've never had a boyfriend. I don't even think there's ever been a man in my life who's been interested in me beyond just my body.
Damn, wow.
But I'm 30 years old and I've never had a boyfriend.
Wow, nothing but a slab of meat. I hope you're focused and on your square. Nothing but a slab of meat of woman. Just there. Men have used her for the ploughing, for the doing, for the running of through. Damn. But it was never more than that. Never. Again, it's quite common for women, isn't it? A lot of women.
Never had a boyfriend.
They can get a man to DM down, but not lift her up. Lift her up enough to be with her. Yeah? D her down, but don't lift her up. No, woman, I can have you for the night. I want you for the night, but not forever. It's probably not even for the night. It's probably for like 15 minutes if you're lucky. Wow. But what's interesting is she sees women around her, many women around her securing a boyfriend. And he actually wants to be around her constantly, not just for one night or 15 minutes. No, constantly. So what must she think? How must she feel about herself? Is it the aura she's putting out? The vibe she's putting out? A sort of I do you but not stay with you sort of vibe? Is she? Interesting.
100%. And that has developed into some deep-rooted insecurities. I have never even had a man have a crush on me.
Damn.
Ever. I didn't have a Valentine growing up. I didn't have any of that. Never had a school boyfriend. Didn't even have my first kiss until I was 22 years old. And it was the same night I lost my virginity.
Wow, two birds with one stone. Interesting. Now, in this world of a male loneliness epidemic, and how men are shamed, just men are shamed, it's interesting the perspective this woman's going through. Her first kiss was the first time she got D down as well. Was it good? Please doubt it. But then again, what would she compare it to?
Never had a boyfriend.
There's a sad reality out there for a lot of women, and I think some women reach that conclusion, or maybe some never want to face it. Now, I'm not saying it's good, but a lot of men do see certain women as just, how do I say this in a decent way? They see them as just fun, basically, like, a woman, like, nothing is going to happen beyond this sort of thing. Now, this is not necessarily a femcel, no, but in a way it sort of is, because though she can get attention from men, it's only for one thing. So it's not even a celibacy sort of thing. It's a sort of, well, a man may see you for only one thing sort of thing. Yeah, as a quick bust down. Damn.
I have never even had a man have a crush on me.
I mean, that is sad, isn't it? I mean, do women like this feel as if they're less than women who have had boyfriends? Do they? Interesting.
Was the day I had my first real kiss, like where someone actually kissed me. I had a kiss in a truth or dare game one time when I was 17 years old, and it was that.
Spicy.
But I'm talking a real kiss. And the thought of being almost 30 and never having had a boyfriend and no prospects of it genuinely terrifies me. I don't want to be alone. I don't want to live alone. I enjoy being single.
But what's the but?
But it is not how I want to spend the rest of my life. I want a boyfriend and I want a family. And I think sometimes I feel like women who are single and are happy to be single, like I don't think there's anything wrong with being single. I'm fine with being single right now. I just don't want to be single forever.
Ah, interesting, interesting. Lovely woman, being very open and very honest
I want a boyfriend.
about her single life. Now look, here's the point with that. She's content in her single life, which is good. That's fine. However, at her age,
I want.
let's be honest, she has become slightly desperate, hasn't she? Now again, nothing wrong with that. However, being desperate for a man and babies now, yeah? It's a sense of, so how do you see men at this particular point in your life? What do you see men as?
I want.
Like you say you want a boyfriend, but in reality, do you sort of just want a tool, a device, a machine of a man to provide you with semen? Yeah, himself and finances. Because again, lovely woman, but the point is, a lot of things are triggering off in a woman's mind, in her body, and her feelings as well at this moment in her life. Which means the way she may see a man, because at this moment, like any man would do, wouldn't he? Yeah, that's the point. What sort of respect is the man going to get? What should he expect?
I want.
Should he expect to even be cared for as a man? Appreciated? Or just be the tool? Because sadly, for whatever she's been through in her life to get to this point where she's content being single, but she wants a man because she's afraid of being alone forever, it's like, yeah, it seems like you want to settle. Does it mean the man that gets with you is just going to be there? Because he doesn't need to be anything special himself, does he? He just needs to be there for you.
I want.
Interesting. I'm just saying.
And I feel like we're not allowed to ever say that, you know? Like,
Well, you
I am single now, but I don't want to be single forever. I'm happy where I am now, but I don't want to stay here forever. And I feel like we're not allowed to say that. So I'm saying it. I'm almost 30, never had a boyfriend, and I want one. Speak it into existence, I guess.
No, it's fine you saying it. And a lot of people would say, okay, it's good you're being honest. You're going to have a lot of pushback from your girly pops because you're being too open and you're being too vulnerable again. Yeah, of course. But again, the question is, as a man, it's like, okay, but what sort of man do you hope should come in and fit that empty space and gap in your life? Because we can understand your loneliness, but do you actually want a person or a prop?
I want.
I'm just saying, I'm just saying.
So I'm saying it. I'm almost 30, never had a boyfriend, and I want one. Speak it into existence, I guess.
I just have to say, I remember why I stopped dating, actively dating on Hinge and all those stupid apps, and just putting myself out there. Because guess what? Okay, everyone has said no, the women need to do more these days. Okay, that's already fucking weird to me, but I guess so. I have been, all right. I've been meeting people. I've been going on the dates. I've been giving people the benefit of the doubt. But you know what I'm sick of? Giving men the benefit of the doubt. I think.
Okay, it's okay.
I have been.
It's okay. This woman's very pissed off. Damn. I think a lot of men have pissed her off. It's okay. What a lovely woman. Putting on her makeup very angrily. It's okay.
I have been.
You know, we get it. A lot of men are yeah, a lot of men are crap. And they've played you probably.
I have been.
Probably cheated on you, broke your heart. And now at 30 years old, you're a bit pissed. So I mean, it's a different perspective compared to the first woman. This woman's probably had boyfriends, or so she thought. And she's been played out of her feelings, her time, her drawers, obviously. And now she has a poor taste in her mouth for men. Wow.
Giving people the benefit of the doubt. But you know what I'm sick of? Giving men the benefit of the doubt. I think giving men the benefit of the doubt is a excuse to keep you in something that you know is not right for you, and you know that you deserve better. I'm gonna give them the
Yeah, do you?
I have been.
No, seriously.
benefit of the doubt. Why? Seriously, I really believe, and I'm really gonna hold out for the kind of love or my person to show interest right away, to not be a douchebag. And when I I'm like trying to keep conversation going, and I'm setting you up to ask me a question, and you don't. Like, how much more can a woman give? Okay, we're done. We're done. Okay, so the men that are just like sitting back and like, the women should take charge and do this. Like, we are, and you're still being pussies. So what do you?
Wow. Oh my God. Wow.
Still being pussies.
Wow. In a world where men are saying women should do more, make more effort, shoot their shot more, let men know what they want.
I have been.
Still being pussies.
Women are saying, well, this particular woman's saying, even when she's putting the effort in and trying to do so, men are still being nothing but a bunch of soggy waps, bunch of giant walking soggy waps.
Still being pussies.
Damn. However, lovely woman, lovely angry woman. She's very angry. Do you have a question if men can sense your vibe? I mean, you do seem to be angry. I mean, do you carry this sort of anger on your dates? Yeah, into relationships? Do you? Because fine, if a lot of men are a bunch of walking vaginas nowadays, I mean, you're being very aggressive, aren't you?
I have been.
Being very aggressive. It's like you want to beat those waps up. Really? Really? Come on. Be easy, be easy. But the question is part of her frustration because she's a woman at 30? Yeah, she's been through a lot of crap, obviously, as you can clearly see. But is it because she's reaching 30 and like the previous woman,
I want.
time? Time, biological clocks and everything. And it's a sense of, well, I don't have much time left to waste. If she wants to settle down and have a family, I mean, she's 30, more experienced than the first woman. However, she's not happier, is she? I mean, she's none the happier, is she? I mean, we don't know, using this woman and every woman as an example, she's probably had a stack of men, and that stack has amounted to nothing. Just anger. And violently putting on makeup in her bathroom, making a TikTok.
I have been.
The first woman was embarrassed. This one's frustrated. But again, the point is it all on men? Is it the fact that all men are just walking vaginas now? Or is it the type of men you're picking, woman? And also your attitude as well. I'm just saying, I'm not saying she's, she's really an angry girly pop. I'm not saying that's what she is. She could be really lovely and docile in real life. We don't know. But the point is, do you think you may come across as a bit too intimidating for the men you're calling vaginas? I'm just saying, it's like you have a masculine aura about you. You just want to beat up those vaginas. Really? Come on.
What do you want us? What do you want from us? Seriously, I'm so over it. Like, take charge and do this. Like, we are, and you're still being pleased. So what do you want us? What do you want from us?
Peace.
Seriously, I'm so over it. Like, matched with a few people on Hinge, and like, I'm seriously setting them up to ask me questions, and they're just not. They're just coming back with statements like, okay, cool, like, I'm done. Like, what do you want? What are you doing? Why are you here? What are you doing on this app? And what the are you doing liking me? And then not like asking me questions and like pretending like you actually were the one that liked me.
What a lovely woman.
What the are you doing liking me?
Like, what a lovely woman. Look. I'm going to make a point now. And I'm not saying that dudes would do this to this woman, but I'm going to make a point. Some dudes enjoy kind of winding a woman up and kind of, triggering her, kind of setting her off. Admittedly, some men actually, they're turned on by it. It's like, yeah, go off. Yeah, go off, queen. Yeah.
What the are you doing liking me?
Now, I'm not saying it's good. I'm just making a point that a lot of men actually do enjoy just watching a woman lose it because of something that they've done. Again, it's malicious. Men should not do it. But let's be honest, a lot of dudes do. But at this stage in her life, at 30, I mean, she's done with it, isn't she? It's like, stop playing with my feelings. I'm trying to find a man and you're all acting like a bunch of women.
Still being pussies.
Interesting.
Oh my God, I crept your Instagram and I wanted to see if you were a fit for me. And I was apparently a fit for you first. So what the is going on? Why am I trying harder? No, I'm sick of it, y'all. And I feel like all women, like, stop. Don't listen to these idiots on the internet saying like, no, the women have to try harder. No, we are. You guys are just not getting hints. And I don't know how to tell you that you guys are really kind of a lot of pussies.
Try harder. You're probably not trying hard enough. If men still feel like you're not trying hard enough, woman, yeah, try harder. A lot of men may think you're playing games. You could be playing games with him. You could be trying to secure another dude for your rotation of dudes, couldn't you?
No, the women have to try harder.
Yeah? A lot of men don't trust dating nowadays, do they? They'd have their fun. But that does not mean they're going to trust you straight away, woman. No. Try harder.
No, the women have to try harder.
Have men become too sassy? Hey, who knows? But do you make a man feel special, woman? Do you make a man feel special? I mean, I'm not a flowers dude myself, but some dudes want flowers nowadays. Are you buying flowers for men? Are you? Yeah, are you? I doubt she is. I doubt she's again. I'm not a flowers dude. Flowers, no, I don't need flowers. But appreciation.
Kind of a lot of pussies.
Do you do that? Do you make men feel appreciated? Do you? You probably don't. That's probably what your problem is. Yeah? Lovely woman again. She's just tired of being surrounded by all these vaginas.
Damn well pussies. No, like, grow up. Seriously.
No, the women have to try harder.
I think the most important lesson I learned dating in my 20s is people just want what they can't have. Like, if you think about it, right? Imagine you have a shirt that you really, really want, and you're like saving up for it, you're working so hard, and then you buy that shirt, and you wear it maybe, I don't know, 5 times, 6 times, and now you just neglect it. It's probably in your closet, and you probably don't wear it anymore. Like, apply that to dating. Like, the reason why you probably miss your ex is because he doesn't want you, and us as human is just, we just want what we can't have.
The want to be wanted, even to the point of being wanted by someone that you don't even want yourself. You don't want this person.
We just want what we can't have.
But you want them to want you, don't you? Well, it feels good. But yeah, good point. It's a good point. A lot of modern dating is rinse and repeat. A lot of people are just wasting each other's time. And a lot of women complain that men are wasting their time. But far too many men have understood that they've just been a placeholder for a woman because she couldn't get the man she wanted. Nah, she's not her type's type. Yeah, so a lot of women just settle for a man. And that man's just a placeholder. And sadly, a lot of men have realized that far too late.
I want.
Because yeah, in this world of illusionary options, people believing they have more options than they actually do. A common thing for a lot of women in their 20s, in their fun, hot girl years, well, for a lot of them, is to seek the thrill, fun, and experiences. Yeah? Have all the fun, don't they?
We just want what we can't have.
But by the time they reach 30, they're getting closer to 30, that's when the settle down mode kicks in. And the sad reality is, and it's a point a lot of women don't seem to understand, men are aware that when a woman reaches these age brackets, the 30 to 40, they do start to act differently. It's not just a thing said on the internet. You can see it yourself. You see them acting differently yourself. Some of them become religious all of a sudden. Like, okay, I'm used to you being a party chick, getting lit constantly, going out every single weekend and sometimes in the week, and all of a sudden now you're a Muslim or a Christian or some other faith. You're now a religious chick. All of a sudden, wow. And I don't believe you.
We just want what we can't have.
So yes, a lot of people do want what they can't have. And sadly for a lot of women, they pursue men in their 20s that they hope to have and secure. He may never claim her. However, when her time's running out, she then wants to turn around and then settle for one of the men or a type of man she would have or was ignoring before. Interesting. Yeah, we all want what we can't have. That's why a lot of people settle when they lose access to what they want the most. If you're a dude, it's like, damn, bro.
And it sucks. That's how our society is like now. Like, men would only want you if you play hard to get. This is my protein pancake, by the way. Slay. It's peanut butter, banana, strawberry ice cream, and blueberry. This tastes so good. For example, I was talking to this one guy, right? And I'm like, I'm not even interested in him. Like, I'll see how it goes. Like, he's a nice guy or whatever. And then when he starts pulling away, I'm like, wait, why are you pulling away? Like, why don't you want me anymore? Exactly. I don't actually like this guy. It's just nice having someone to like you. But now that that's gone, you're like, wait, they don't like me anymore. I have to do something to make them like me again. And then you start liking them because it's something you can't have. Hard. Because now if I tell someone I like them, they're like, oh, I don't want you anymore because you like me. Where's the chase? It fucking sucks. Like, why can't we just like each other and date each other and just have kids? I don't know, like get married. But you're scared of getting married now. I used to be like, oh, I'm gonna get married when I'm 27. I'm 24. I have 3 years until I get married.
Yeah, good luck. What a lovely young woman.
It fucking sucks.
Eating her sweet and savory, is that sweet and savory salad? You wouldn't call that salad. She's eating some food, whatever. The point is, yes, the weird push and pull of a lot of modern dating. I mean, the dynamic you just explained is how a lot of dudes end up in the friend zone as well. When they start to pull back like, okay, this chick's flaking out, I'm going to focus on that chick over there. Then she starts to give you more attention, bringing you back in, reeling you back into the loop, into her orbit.
It fucking sucks.
Yeah. You see, it's a sad reality nowadays that I think it's a weird thing that neither a man or woman can like the other too much, too soon. It's weird, isn't it? Oh, don't be the first one to text too soon. Don't even respond too soon. I mean, that is so common now and it's so weird. It is part of why modern dating is so effing trash. It's like nobody really wants to be the vagina now, the WAP. Nobody wants to be the soft one. Nobody.
It fucking sucks.
And the game is so understood that a lot of men even understand before they can get friend zoned, they would ghost. They would ghost or attempt to. And then some women notice and then they'll try to reel you back in. It's hilarious. It's weird. It's mentally unstable. It's not stable at all. But yeah, it's modern dating, isn't it? Oh, don't be too easy, but don't be too difficult. Don't be too soft, but you can't be too hard, can you? It doesn't make sense. Don't be too distant, but keep close. Don't ghost, but always be present. Like, what? A lot of it does not make sense. But again, a key point is everybody wants to be wanted, but it doesn't mean they want the person back or the people back, does it?
That's nothing. I breathe, I wake up, it's already 3 years gone. And like I have to go through all this shit where it's like, I'm gonna text him back in like 3 hours so he knows I'm hard to get and like he wants me more. The f is this? A math problem? No. It fucking sucks.
What a lovely young woman. I mean, time is ticking, isn't it? I'm not saying that she needs to rush doing anything, but I mean, she's sort of feeling a vibe herself, isn't she? And her frontal lobe hasn't even developed yet. Interesting.
So I saw this quote that said, they say it's a tragedy to be single at 30 when the real tragedy is being 25 and married to the wrong person. And as a girl that's basically done both of those things, I can tell you that's true.
Interesting. So this woman is a bit of the previous woman eating that fruity salad and the women before her.
Kind of a lot of pussies.
I want a boyfriend.
She's been married in her mid-20s, but also single at 30. Interesting, okay.
Done both of those things.
Let's hear what her perspective is.
I'm 29 years old and I've been single for about 4.5 years because I left my ex-fiance when I was 24.
Okay.
And sometimes I sit here and I'm like, what's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? Why am I still single? Like, I sit here and I ask myself if I made a mistake because I didn't go through with my wedding. And I ask myself, is it worth it to be 30 and single and have these people think that I'm probably a mess and like probably like not worth loving? I don't fucking know, you know, like our mind.
Okay, look, lovely woman, let's be honest. A man is going to ask you why, what happened. Like, I get your point. You're single at 30.
Probably a mess.
But if you meet a man now, he's going to ask you, well, what happened? It's going to be an important question. Even if as a woman you don't like it, man's going to want to know, like, yo, woman, like, a man wanting to marry you and you ran off? Yeah, easy. What sort of dodgy broad are you?
Probably a mess.
It's like, no. I need to know if you're a red flag woman. I'm not saying she is. Lovely woman, another example. But it is an important question. Marriage is a big commitment. A dude proposed to you, we're guessing, and you ran off. So any man who may talk to you after that may question, so what was going on there? Is it something he needs to be aware of? Is it something you could do to him? So even though this woman did go down a particularly different path in her life, still it's like, what happened?
Probably like not worth loving. I don't know, you know, like our mind goes crazy, our anxiety goes wild. And sometimes I just don't feel like I'm worthy of being loved. And I don't feel like I'm going to find somebody one day. And that's because I'm getting old.
Okay.
And I feel like I should be married by now and I should have kids by now. And I should be going out to the local bar every Saturday.
You kind of getting a bit, I'm not going to say that. You kind of getting a bit on to be doing that, aren't you? Really? No kid wants a drunk mom, do they? Sadly, a lot of kids have had drunk moms, but yeah, whatever.
You know what? I am. And I'm loving it. And I'm having fun. And there's nothing wrong with being 30 and single. 30, flirty, and thriving, baby. We are going to do it and we are going to be okay. And just because there is this weird societal track that we feel like we have to follow, we don't. We literally don't. It is okay to be 30 and single.
Okay, that's fine. So long as you don't make a video in the future crying, asking where your man is. You've literally just said yourself that you sometimes feel unlovable, that you can't be loved. You pretty much just said that yourself. It makes you question your own value. Yeah? Societal pressures.
Probably a mess.
Because it's men and their waffling and their pressure. No. Again, it's something you feel within yourself, isn't it, woman? Is it your internal biological clock ticking? Either way, it does seem like you're capping a bit hard, saying that I'm still going out drinking, even at 30 years old. Oh, my eggs, I'm going to drink them away. Really? It sounds like in the back of your mind, you're hoping a man would come and find you and take you out of this dirty dating pool. Yeah, all that dirty dancing and dirty drinking. You're hoping some man would come and, scoop you out of the ocean, innit?
Probably a mess.
Wipe that muck off you and clean you up, make you a wife, and put some babies in you. Yeah, I'm just saying.
Okay. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.
Hey, you need to do better. If that was a TED Talk, I'd give you a 1-star review. That was awful.
Y'all are going to absolutely hate me when I tell you this, but please let me teach y'all the game. So boom, there was this guy that I was talking to and I never really liked him, but we were always cool. Well, all of a sudden, this man gets to acting super nonchalant with me. And ever since he's been acting super nonchalant, he's been in my head rent free, and I fucking hate that shit, y'all.
Yeah, exactly.
It fucking sucks.
We just want what we can't have.
It's what the previous young woman said. The 24-year-old eating a salad, not the 30-year-old bar drinking chick. No. Seriously. Yeah, the weird push and pull. And it's to the point where everyone's doing it now. It's not even just like, women used to do this constantly. And a lot of men have realized it and like started playing the game backwards on a lot of women. They've just been reversing it. It's like a lot of men understand now, okay, I'm not going to do too much. Just give her enough to just keep her around. And in some weird way, women are doing the same thing as well. It is very dumb. These are reasons why modern dating is just so effing weird. It's like everyone's trying to play these weird games on each other. Like everyone's a player. Everyone's an F-boy. Everyone's got a rotation. Everyone wants to be that person. When most people are not even built to deal with that. A lot of people are just capping and lying. But they want to be wanted, innit? Play each other out of their time and feelings.
So the other day, I'm on the phone with my sister and I'm telling her about this man. And I'm explaining to her how this man has been in my head, living rent-free, just taking up space in my head. So my sis asked me like, well, do you think you like this dude? And I'm like, I've been thinking about him so much, maybe I do like this dude. Then when I'm on the phone with her, there was a long pause and my sister was like, you don't like this man. And then I'm like, you're right, I never liked this man. I don't like this man. But then there's another long pause and I'm like, oh my God, do you know what it is? And she's like, what? I'm like, it's not that I like him. It's the fact that I want him to like me more than I like him. She's on the phone with me looking at me confused as hell, like, what the f is she talking about? And I'm trying to explain to my sister, like, that's it. It's the chase for me. I never liked this dude. But since he's been acting so nonchalant, it's giving me the idea that now I like him more than he actually likes me. So once I get this man back on my nuts, I won't have a desire for him anymore.
And this is why it does not benefit you as a man to be running so hard after any modern woman. It doesn't benefit you at all.
To like me more
Then I like him.
Because like the point she's just made, it's not about you. It's not about whether she likes you. It's more about you liking her. That's all that matters. Your attraction to her, your want for her, your willingness to do anything to be around her, yeah. And the reality is a lot of men realize women are playing these weird games nowadays, so a lot of men are just not playing the game themselves, or they're just playing the game backwards. They're reversing the game. They're doing the same thing. And again, if everyone is doing the same weird dynamics and tactics nowadays, of course, this flipping thing called modern dating, the dating pool, is going to be nasty and filthy. It is games. Everyone thinks that they're a player. Yet all these supposed players, both men and women, are walking around traumatized and heartbroken.
to like me more
Then I like him.
Bitter, a lot of them. And all they continue to do is go out there and traumatize more and more people. So the point is, look, even if you're a decent person now, trying to find someone, it's like, good luck. You're more than likely going to meet someone who's playing a game, sadly, because they assume you may be playing a game, even if you're not.
More than he actually likes me. So once I get this man back on my nuts, I won't have a desire for him anymore. It was always the chase. Then I'm sitting there on the phone with my sister, y'all, and I'm like, nah, it's not the chase. It's about me. It's always been about me. And now my sister's looking at me like I'm a crazy person. And I'm trying to explain to my sister, like, once I get this man to like me more than I actually like him again, it's going to be a ego boost for me. And I'm telling her, this is nothing more than a chase to boost my own ego. Because the only person I'm thinking about in this situation is me. And my sister at this point is like, I get what you're saying, but you're insane. You're a true villain.
I actually think she's being honest. A lot of women do this. She's just being very honest with it. And weirdly enough accountable. She's being weirdly accountable as well. By sort of telling on herself, like, yeah, you're a bad woman. You are a bad woman, but you're being very honest about it. Which is, I mean, that's good. A bad girl though.
And she's right. I'm making this video to tell y'all to be careful out there. It's a cold world we living in, y'all, but game is game, and I'm gonna tell you exactly how to avoid a person like me from destroying your mental. As soon as the person that you're interested in stops giving you the energy that they started off with, you need to leave. No ifs, ands, or buts. And once they start to realize...
Is that why men are avoiding women nowadays? They're not giving us the energy we require. Like, what's the point? Interesting.
that you're trying to leave, they're going to start to breadcrumb you back in so that you don't leave and that they can once again win. So, to avoid getting your feelings hurt, all in all, just leave, y'all. There are some people in this world, y'all, that are willing to breadcrumb you into liking them. And once they know they have you hooked, they feel absolutely nothing and they leave you hooked. Because at the end of the day, y'all, you were only a pawn in a game to boost their own ego. I hope this helps. Please don't hate me. I love you guys so much. Bye.
Lovely. But the sad reality for women that reach this age is too many men are aware that she may only want you now because she's desperate. No. The world is yours. Have a nice day.
I want
A boyfriend.
Kind of a lot of pussies.
It fucking sucks.
to like me more
Then I like him.